Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome graduating class 26-28. If I could ask you to please rise for the posting of the colors and remain standing for the playing of the national anthem. just want to say I think the class honor guard did a great job. I'd like to give them a round of applause for that. The cadets that were on the honor guard were Morgan Beabout from the Crawford County Sheriff's Office, Logan Cotting from the McLean County Sheriff's Office, Nicholas McChesney Carroll from the Winnebago County Sheriff's Office, Alex Renner from the McLean County Sheriff's Office, and Emily Zamudo from the Winnebago County Sheriff's Office. Now to deliver our invocation, Correctional Officer Eliana Wiegand from the Macon County Sheriff's Office. Please step forward.
Let's pray. God, thank you for bringing these graduates through every challenge and lesson that led to this day. You've built strength, discipline, and resilience in each of them. As they step into their roles in corrections, grant them wisdom to make good decisions, patience under pressure, and courage to do what's right. Keep them safe, protect their partners, and guide them home to their families after every shift. Bless this new beginning and the service they're about to give. Amen.
Thank you, Cadet Wiegand. That was beautiful. Now I'd like to invite our keynote speaker, MCLETC Commander Jim Getz.
I think he was seeing how long you guys would stand. I was getting tired myself. It's been some type of punishment. Good afternoon, everybody. Cadets, good job. All right, so first off, I just want to thank the families. Your cadets have been here for 8 weeks. Their day is mapped out for them. We feed them. They know when to eat. They know when they have to go to bed. They know when they need to be in class. But we know when they're here, there's a bigger thing going on at home. Many of them have children, families, and so those things in life don't change. They still have to be taken care of. So the families that allowed your cadets to come here and get through their training to help these sheriff's departments get to the staffing they need, we thank you for that. I want to thank the Sangamon County Sheriff's Department and Sheriff Paula Crouch. She couldn't be here today, but she is normally here, and she's a big supporter of our academy and obviously a partner with us. Lieutenant Brad Clark and Sheriff Schaffner, I appreciate everything you guys do. You guys go above and beyond. Without you guys, we don't have the great academy that we have. I want to thank Richland Community College. For many of you that aren't from around here, we partner with the local community college, which is Richland Community College, and so we have to have that partnership in order to put these classes on and then provide the training and have the staff to do the training. So thank you to them, their president, and their board of trustees. The Illinois Law Enforcement Training and Standards Board, they choose what academies or if you're going to be an academy, so we appreciate them certifying us to be academy in the state of Illinois. If you've not been down on our campus, we have very nice facilities. Most of them the oldest building we have is about 8 years old, and then we've got some that are just a few years old. And that wouldn't be possible without the Howard G. Buffett Foundation building these buildings for us and then donating them to the proper people to run them. And in our case, the buildings we have were donated to MCLETC, so we're able to provide the training through his buildings that he has provided. Now I want to talk to the cadets just real quick. I know you guys are ready to get out here. You've been here for 8 weeks, okay? But I want to give you a final message before you get out here. Your profession is a career. It's to be taken serious, and you are very vital to what the sheriff's departments and law enforcement do on a daily basis. So let's talk about that for a little bit. Today marks a milestone that you all have worked really hard to reach. You've studied, trained, pushed through long days, tough scenarios, in moments that demanded more of you than you thought you had. And now you join the proud ranks of Americans correctional officers. You enter a profession that is often misunderstood, but absolutely essential. Correctional work is not just about enforcing rules. It's about safeguarding people, maintaining order, protecting communities, and ensuring that dignity and justice are upheld inside facilities that the public rarely sees. It takes courage, it takes heart, and it takes character. That's why today's theme, Pride, public service, respect, integrity, discipline, excellence, is more than MCLETC acronym. It's the foundation of who you must be every day you put on that uniform. I know you guys probably get tired of hearing the word pride and everything that came with that, but that's what we want you to walk away here with, that not only you put into your work career, but you also put that into your life. So the first part of that pride is public service. The work you begin now is a commitment to something bigger than yourself. Public service means understanding that your actions ripple beyond the walls of a facility. Families depend on you to come home safely. Communities depend on you to maintain order. Your peers depend on you for sound judgment, and never forget that the badge you wear is a promise to serve with purpose and professionalism. Respect. Respect is the currency of this profession, and it applies to everyone, supervisors, inmates, and fellow officers. Treating supervisors with respect creates a chain of communication that keeps you and others safe. Showing respect to fellow officers builds a trust you'll rely on in difficult moments. And respecting inmate, even when it's not easy, we talked about that, right? It's about weakness. It's about maintaining control. It isn't about weakness. I apologize. It isn't about weakness. It's about maintaining control, reducing tension, and demonstrating the professionalism that defines a true officer. The tone you set with respect can diffuse situations before they become problems. It can turn a volatile encounter into a manageable one. It can keep everyone safe. Integrity, this is my favorite. You'll be tested in ways you don't expect. There will be moments when no one is watching, when it would be easy to cut corners and look the other way. Probably had those opportunities here while you were at MCLETC. Integrity is choosing the hard right over the easy wrong, even when it goes unnoticed. Your decisions shape not only your career, but the reputation of your team and the department or agency you work for. Integrity builds trust, and trust is the backbone of correctional work. And discipline. This field demands discipline of a mind, body, and character. Discipline means staying calm when tempers rise. It means sticking to procedures even on days when you're tired. You're going to be doing some overtime here and there, so you can't let that overtime and being tired make decisions for you. It means being accountable for your actions and maintaining a professional presence, regardless of what is unfolding around you. In corrections, discipline is what separates reaction from response and response from regret. Excellence is next. Excellence isn't perfection, it's consistency. It's the choice to show up prepared, to keep learning, to support your coworkers, to take pride in your uniform and your responsibilities. Excellence is a standard you set for yourself, not the one anyone else sets for you. When you strive for excellence, you elevate everyone around you, and that is the mark of a great officer. So in closing, be good employees for the Sheriff's Department you go work for, okay? Surround yourself with positive people. Make sure you're doing those bed checks, you're doing those suicide watches, you're reporting things that need reported. Don't cut the corners. Your sheriffs, your jail administrators, they go to sleep at night, or they leave their shift at the end of the day, turning it over to you, okay? And they trust that you're going to do the right thing. I've talked to several sheriffs throughout the years, and their biggest liability running a sheriff's department is the jail. So you guys have a very, very important part of keeping that sheriff, that jail administrator, that lieutenant of sound mind. So make sure you're doing that. That's what they hired you for. So show that loyalty, show that integrity, and show that hard work that you've given us. So congratulations to each of you. Stand tall, wear the uniform with pride, and continue to honor the values that brought you here today. Thanks for the hard work while you're here. Good luck. If you need anything, you know where MCLETC's at. Thank you.
So I was considering just making the class stay standing for the entire ceremony. I told them before we came out here that if anybody fell out, they owed me dinner tonight. So, but the commander wouldn't let me do that. So sorry about that. So, I'd like to introduce my fellow class coordinator, Jared Schaffner, retired DeWitt County Sheriff, to deliver opening remarks.
Good afternoon and welcome. It's 65 degrees out, or 75 degrees outside, and we're inside finally. How many negative degree days did we spend inside wishing for this day? And what do? We're inside again, aren't we, class? Okay, so spring is here. It's time for new beginnings. So this academy, I want to tell you a little bit about a program we have called the Sheriff's Challenge, and then just deliver a quick final message to this class before they walk out across the stage. So our Sheriff's Challenge program at the Academy is, in addition to the academic and the scenario-based training we provide, and it is a challenge that we asked every officer to consider doing, and it takes 4 steps to successfully complete the Sheriff's Challenge. The first goal that we ask students to strive for is to demonstrate they can follow policy. Now, the first day and a half, we talk about rules, don't we, class? Right? The first day is almost all about all the rules that we have at the Academy. And those of you that work in corrections or law enforcement know that every rule has a reason behind it. It's the same thing at MCLETC. So we want you to demonstrate you can follow those rules. The second challenge that we issued as part of the Sheriff's Challenge is something to demonstrate that you are serving somebody other than yourself. No one gets in this job to become rich. No one gets in this job for anything other than serving other people. So most of the cadets took on some sort of community service project in order to demonstrate their willingness to serve others. We had an enormously successful blood drive where these students helped people that they have never met and probably will never meet. The third challenge on the officer wellness challenge of the Sheriff's Challenge was to demonstrate that officer wellness is important to you. We have at least 4 full classes during the Academy experience concentrated 100% on officer wellness. But that's just a class, right? You have to live what you're taught. You have to take additional steps. So in this case, we asked people to demonstrate that they understood how important their wellness is to them and their families by participating in our voluntary PT program nearly every morning at the Academy. So what this involved with was someone had to sign up to voluntarily participate, and they would get up probably before some of their classmates. Before class began, they would meet with some of the MCLETC instructors very early in the morning and do a rigorous workout to prepare them for their day. So I'm really, really proud of this class. We had an enormous percentage of this class complete the PT program. The fourth, and probably, frankly, the most difficult part of the Sheriff's Challenge program is to demonstrate a commitment to academic excellence. We have a wide variety of students in every class, and this class was no exception. Everyone comes from different backgrounds and different education levels and different experiences in life. But we know that in order to pass,
So I often wonder if it's really necessary for me to come up and say anything after following Commander and my fellow class coordinator, my very good friend, Sheriff Schaffner. But I do have a few words to say. My name is Brad Clark. I'm a lieutenant at the Sangamon County Sheriff's Office. I'm the director of the Basic Correctional Officer Academy. I'd like to welcome everyone that made this trip here, the sheriffs, the chiefs, the jail administrators, agency representatives, and our cadets. They've been gone for a long time, over 8 weeks now. They've worked hard to be here today, and families and friends have worked hard in their absence. So I'd like to welcome the families, friends, wives, children of the graduating class. I want to say thank you to those families for coming today, for doing without them over the last 8 weeks. I know they're anxious to be back with you. I'd like to thank the congregation of Life Foursquare Church for allowing us to hold the graduation ceremony here. They've been a big help, accommodating in every step leading up to today. So thank you. We can't do the training at the Macon County Law Enforcement Training Center without the help of many great individuals. I'd like to take a few minutes to thank them now. MCLETC has a full-time staff of housekeepers, food service workers, maintenance staff, and IT personnel. Without these amazing individuals showing up every day to work, we couldn't be here. We couldn't have completed the last 8 weeks at the academy. So thank you to all of them. I want to thank MCLETC Commander Jim Getz and Deputy Commander Jason Walker for all of their help and hard work. And thank you to my boss, Sangamon County Sheriff Paula Crouch. The partnership we have between the Sangamon County Sheriff's Office and MCLETC to run these academies just wouldn't be possible without those individuals. Running this academy is rewarding, but it's also very challenging. It's a team effort. It could not be accomplished without the hard work of my fellow class coordinator and my friend, retired DeWitt County Sheriff Jared Schaffner. I also want to say thank you to the great instructors that took time out of their busy schedules to come out and train. We have a lot of them that spend a lot of time, and they're very dedicated to ensuring that these guys have great and excellent training. I always want to take a few minutes to give all of you an idea of what these cadets went through over the last 8 weeks here at the academy. On the first day, we go through the MCLETC Cadet Manual, so the cadets know the academy rules and policies. We tell them about the MCLETC core values of public service, respect, integrity, discipline, and excellence. Over the 8 weeks, cadets have the opportunity to demonstrate these values. They learn to greet each other at the academy and academy staff with the greeting of the day. Good morning, sir. Good afternoon, ma'am. They hold the doors open for each other. They follow the guidelines and rules without being prompted by instructors. The cadets showed their public service by participating in a blood drive where nearly the entire class, I think it was 38 out of 42, chose to donate blood. Each morning, the class would stand out in formation in front of the American flag. One cadet would read the name of a fallen officer in front of the class. After reading the name, the class would exclaim, "God bless his family and his law enforcement family." There's so much the cadets learn in their 8 weeks here at the academy, and it'd take me too long to tell you all of it, but I'll talk to you about a few things. They all completed the mandatory 40-hour firearms training program, and they all qualified with a qualifying score. They also spent 40 hours on the mats for defensive and control and arrest tactics training. Each cadet had to complete a practical exercise in front of the control tactics instructors. Both of those training programs are important, but also important is to know when to use those skills. The cadets completed a 40-hour law class, including on the proper and acceptable use of force. While a large part of the class was conducted in the classroom, the cadets also had many opportunities for scenario-based interactive training. They learned about communication and de-escalation. They learned about report writing, fingerprinting, booking, and just so much more. After completing scenario training on personal and area searches, the cadets traveled to the Macon County Jail to conduct a real-world shakedown. The cadets will leave the academy having completed the federally mandated Prison Rape Elimination Act training. And county jails in the United States have become the nation's largest mental health facilities, so the cadets learned about mental health, suicide prevention, and dealing with individuals on the autism spectrum. MCLETC has a goal of graduating excellent correctional officers ready to return to their facility and utilize their training. We also have a goal of getting every graduate to pass the state certification exam. The cadets sat down yesterday to take that exam, and I'm sure there are a few of them that are still a little bit anxious, nervous about that today because they don't know if they pass it or not. but they don't have anything to worry about. We have a better than 99% success rate on that test. Before I finish here today, I'd like to address the cadets one last time. First, I'd like to tell you that I'm very proud to have served as your class coordinator over the last 8 weeks. Every one of you deserves to walk across the stage today. Make sure you regard your training here at MCLETC as only the beginning and not the end. Keep seeking opportunities to learn and better yourself as correctional officers. I wish I could tell you that this career is an easy one. It's not. It's hard. You will encounter challenges. You will work long hours. Many of the inmates you encounter will not thank you for your hard work and dedication. This isn't an easy job, but it can be a rewarding one. Keep your heads up, watch each other's backs. When this group of 42 cadets reported to the MCLETC campus 8 weeks ago, they were just 42 individuals in a class. Today they're one class. They've come together as Cadet Class 26-28. They're no longer cadets in the academy. They're correctional officers. Congratulations, class. Now I'd like to ask our class president, Correctional Officer Madison Kirby from the Champaign County Sheriff's Office to step forward.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today, we don't just celebrate finishing an academy, we celebrate who we've become. This academy tested us, it challenged our mindset, it pushed us when we were tired, corrected us when we needed it, and held us to a higher standard. There were moments that were hard, moments that almost broke us, but every challenge shaped us into something stronger. We learned that being a correctional officer isn't just about authority. It's about control of ourselves, it's about professionalism under pressure, it's about integrity when no one is watching. It's about standing firm in chaos and leading with strength and fairness. The work we're stepping into isn't always seen by the public. It isn't always praised, but it matters. What happens behind those walls matters. The way we carry ourselves matters. The standard we set every shift matters. To our instructors, thank you for refusing to let us settle. To our families, thank you for believing in us when we are exhausted and doubting ourselves. And to my classmates, look around. These are the people who went through it with you. The long days, the stress, the growth. We didn't quit, we earned this moment. Wear the badge with pride, walk into every facility with confidence, lead with integrity. Congratulations, class 26-28. The academy ends today, our impact begins tomorrow. Thank you.
So we've come to the point of the graduation ceremony where we're going to present the graduation certificates to these cadets. Before I do that, I'd like to just let you know that we do have a photographer here that her photos will be available on the website that's on this program. You can feel free, if you know your cadets coming up, if you would like to step up and take a picture, please feel free to do that. So with that, row one on your feet. Vivian Allen Lewis from the Lake County Sheriff's Office. Edwin Baez from the Will County Sheriff's Office. David Bassett from the Logan County Sheriff's Office. Morgan Beabout from the Crawford County Sheriff's Office. Paul Birchie from the Winnebago County Sheriff's Office. Lucas Bolt from the Champaign County Sheriff's Office. Tyra Kassad from the Christian County Sheriff's Office. Travis Chavez from the Greene County Sheriff's Office. Logan Cotting from the McLean County Sheriff's Office. Chase Cornett from the Ford County Sheriff's Office. Stephen Zarnecki from the Winnebago County Sheriff's Office. Grant DeWitt from the Tazewell County Sheriff's Office. Zanderson Facili from the Macon County Sheriff's Office. Corey Fodor from the Macoupin County Sheriff's Office. Danny Fuentes from the Lake County Sheriff's Office. Haley Gibson from the McLean County Sheriff's Office. Derek Gutter from the Lake County Sheriff's Office. Troy Johnson from the Knox County Sheriff's Office. Keith Jording from the Woodford County Sheriff's Office. Madison Kirby from the Champaign County Sheriff's Office. David Kleiner from the Vermilion County Sheriff's Office. Joseph Crestel from the Will County Sheriff's Office. Irving Lugo from the Will County Sheriff's Office. Alexander Mancarios, Winnebago County Sheriff's Office. Jose Marin from the Will County Sheriff's Office. Nathan Martinez from the Will County Sheriff's Office. Nicholas McChesney Carroll from the Winnebago County Sheriff's Office. Jacob Moore from the Champaign County Sheriff's Office. Caitlin Pruitt from the Macon County Sheriff's Office. Alex Renner from the McLean County Sheriff's Office. Brayton Rogers from the Crawford County Sheriff's Office. Diane Scott from the Vermilion County Sheriff's Office. Oh, that's nice. Jacob Scott from the Woodford County Sheriff's Office. Dylan Swan from the Winnebago County Sheriff's Office. Nathan Trueheart from the DeWitt County Sheriff's Office. Jesse Venegas from the Will County Sheriff's Office. Tyler Walshen from the Will County Sheriff's Office. Tyler Wesley from the Macoupin County Sheriff's Office. Quentin Weston from the Will County Sheriff's Office. Eliana Wiegand from the Macon County Sheriff's Office. Jacob Wilson from the Tazewell County Sheriff's Office. Emily Zamuto from the Winnebago County Sheriff's Office. So before I let our dignitaries here sit down, I do have a few more special awards that I'd like to offer up to give up. So I want to acknowledge a few cadets that played a part in the academy that deserve to be recognized. First, we'll start with our class president. Each class has an important decision to make in their class president. The person who is elected class president must receive at least 50% of the classes when they vote on it. And they vote after they get to know each other for a few weeks. The cadet who is elected class president must step up and lead the class. The class president is part of the class leadership and makes decisions that affect everyone. The class president must lead by example, often the first to arrive and the last to leave. The president is in charge of class accountability. If someone is missing, it's the class president's job to know where they are. The class president must care about the success of the entire class. If someone is struggling, the class president works to help that cadet. The class president will organize study sessions for the class before tests. The president must also ensure that the academy policies and procedures are being followed and instruct their fellow cadets when rules are broken. Being a leader amongst your peers is never an easy job, but it is an important one. Sheriff Schaffner and I spend a great deal of time ensuring the class runs smoothly. Our jobs would be made much more difficult without the help of the class president. Cadet Class 26-28 has been served well by Cadet Madison Kirby from the Champaign County Sheriff's Office. Cadet Kirby, please step forward. At the beginning of each class, we ask one cadet to volunteer as the class secretary. This person is there to assist us in the normal day-to-day operations of the academy. One of the more important but often overlooked tasks We also ask one cadet to volunteer to assist the class as the treasurer. Over 8 weeks, there are several reasons that the class collects money to purchase items at the academy. They are given the opportunity to purchase additional uniforms items as well as MCLETC merchandise. The class purchased a sign representing their entire academy class to hang on the classroom wall. They took a collection to purchase food for a cookout to celebrate their final night at the academy. Being responsible for other people's money is a big responsibility, and I'd like to thank Cadet Haley Gibson from the McLean County Sheriff's Office. Cadet Gibson, please step forward. The student who earns the academic award completes the course with the highest grade point average in the class. The cadets take weekly quizzes and exams to test their comprehension of class courses throughout the academy. To graduate from the academy, cadets must finish with a minimum score of 70%. Cadet Class 26-28 had several excellent final grades. 15 cadets finished the academy with a GPA over 90%. The academic award winner and the runner-up were separated by less than 1 percentage point, or the difference of just one right or wrong answer. In the end, there can only be one winner of the class academic award. Cadet Paul Birchie of the Winnebago County Sheriff's Office, please step forward. And in addition to the class academic award, we also want to recognize the students who completed the academy in the top 10% of their class. As I already said, there was quite a competition for the top GPA. The final results were not determined until the cadets took the final exam just 2 days ago. Each of these cadets showed their dedication to academic excellence. As I call their names, I ask that they step forward to be recognized. Cadet Derek Gutter from the Lake County Sheriff's Office. Cadet Nicholas McChesney Carroll from the Winnebago County Sheriff's Office. He took a point off for that. He would have won. Cadet Alex Renner from the McLean County Sheriff's Office. To graduate from the Basic Correctional Officer Academy, every cadet must complete the 40-hour mandatory firearms training program. This includes a final range qualification with a minimum score of 40 out of 50. Cadet Class 26-28 had a number of excellent shooters. 25 out of the 42 sitting there today completed their record qualification with a score of 47 out of 50 or better. 7 cadets completed the qualification with a perfect score of 50 out of 50. Of course, only one cadet can receive the Class Marksmanship Award, so we had to break the tie. Each of those 7 cadets completed the entire qualification course again, with 5 of them again receiving a perfect score. This time the cadets completed a shooting competition where their target was scored with a possible 100 points for a perfect score. With a score of 97 out of 100 on that competition, Cadet Lucas Bolt from the Champaign County Sheriff's Office has earned the Marksmanship Award. Many in this audience remember the name Bill Strayer from the Sangamon County Sheriff's Office. In addition to retiring as the Sangamon County Jail Assistant Superintendent, Lieutenant Strayer served as the Basic Correctional Officer Academy Director for over 20 years. In that time, he trained more than 2,000 new correctional officers. Many of those students went on to become sergeants, lieutenants, jail administrators, chiefs, and even sheriffs. Those who worked for Lieutenant Strayer or trained under him know him to be an excellent leader, the leader that had his officers back, the leader who expected great leadership from those who worked for him. Lieutenant Strayer was instrumental in establishing the partnership between the Sangamon County Sheriff's Office and the Macon County Law Enforcement Training Center to conduct the Basic Correctional Officer Academy. That's why we are proud to present the William Strayer Leadership Award to one out. To receive this award, the cadet must emerge as a true leader, not someone that just works hard to excel while they are here. This cadet will step up to assist others. This cadet will suggest solutions to the problems that they bring to us. The recipient of this award doesn't have to be asked to complete tasks. They step up without being prompted. Sheriff Schaffner and I had a difficult decision to make in determining who would receive this award. Cadet Class 26-28 had several excellent leaders. Some were assigned class leaders, some were informal leaders. The cadet that earned this award has emerged as a true leader among her peers. She often dealt with issues and concerns without intervention from Academy staff. This cadet worked well with the entire class. This Academy class ended strong thanks to, in no small part, to this cadet. I believe she's a bright future ahead of her in this career. I think we'll see her here again, supporting future correctional officers that graduate from this academy. It is my honor to present Cadet Madison Kirby from the Champaign County Sheriff's Office with the William Strayer Leadership Award. I think that's all I have for So I have a few more acknowledgments I'd like to make. We'll just have them stand when I ask them to. First, I would like to acknowledge our class photographers. We asked 2 cadets in every class to take the camera, kind of follow the class around, take pictures and document the entire 8 weeks while they were here in this academy. They all have the link to where they can download the pictures. They can show all of you, the families and friends, just what they were doing over the last 8 weeks. some of the pictures, in fact, all of the pictures that you saw on these screens before we started today were taken by our class photographers. So I'd like to acknowledge Cadet Nicholas McChesney Carroll from the Winnebago County Sheriff's Office. And Cadet Eliana Wiegand from the Macon County Sheriff's Office. And in addition to our class president, we ask cadets to step up into leadership roles as squad leaders. The squad leader's primary job is accountability. The class is divided into 4 groups, and each group has a squad leader. If a member of their squad is missing, it's the squad leader's job to report to the class president and to know where they are. Like the class president, the squad leader must work to solve everyday issues that arise. They must ensure that the academy policies are followed and hold their fellow cadets accountable if they have to. The squad leader quickly found out that being a leader amongst their peers is not an easy job, but it is an important one. I'd like to take a moment to recognize the squad leaders of Cadet Class 26-28 and ask that they stand to be recognized. So we'll start with Tan Platoon Squad 1, Tyra Kassad of the Christian County Sheriff's Office. And Tan Platoon Squad 2, Quentin Weston of the Will County Sheriff's Office. From Brown Platoon Squad 3, Troy Johnson of the Knox County Sheriff's Office. And from Brown Platoon Squad 4, Alex Renner of the McLean County Sheriff's Office. I'm almost done, I promise. We've continued our tradition of offering the cadets the opportunity to participate in the voluntary physical fitness program. Like the name suggests, the program is voluntary, but for those who sign up, we only ask for commitment to the program. Cadets who participated had to get up early for the opportunity to work out with the physical fitness instructors. Unlike the police academy, there are no physical fitness standards to complete the Correctional Officer Academy. So cadets who completed this program demonstrated their commitment to a job that is physically demanding and whose fitness can be the difference between winning and losing. As I said, the cadets had to stay committed to the PT program. To successfully complete the program, even one excused absence disqualified them from the successful completion. There was no sleeping in and skipping PT for a morning. Some cadets started the program but were unable to complete it due to injury or illness. Excused absences are limited to no more than 3. For those who made it all the way to the end, I would like to ask, as I call their names, that they stand to be recognized. And I ask the audience to hold your applause until the end, and we'll applaud the entire group as a whole. Vivian Allen Lewis from Lake County. Edwin Baez, Will County. Morgan Beabout from Crawford County. Tyra Kassad from Christian County. Travis Chavez from Greene County. Logan Cotting from McLean County. Steven Zarnecki from Winnebago County. Zanderson Facili from Macon County. Danny Fuentes from Lake County. Haley Gibson from McLean County. Derek Gutter from Lake County. Troy Johnson from Knox County. Keith Jording from Woodford County. Madison Kirby from Champaign County. Joseph Crestel from Will County. Irving Lugo from Will County. Jose Marin from Will County. Nathan Martinez from Will County. Nicholas McChesney Carroll from Winnebago County. Alex Renner from McLean County. Brayton Rogers from Crawford County. Jacob Scutt from Vermilion County. Oh, I got that one wrong. Sorry. I think Woodford County, right? My mistake. Dylan Swan from Winnebago County. Nathan Trueheart from DeWitt County. Jesse Venegas from Will County. Tyler Walshin from Will County. Tyler Wesley from Macoupin County. Quentin Weston from Will County. And Eliana Wiegand from Macon County. So I would ask the whole group to stand up, please. Let's just give them a big round of applause. Sticking with it, 8 weeks. And now to deliver our benediction, I'd like to ask Correctional Officer Jacob Scutt from the Woodford County Sheriff's Office, please step forward.
It's been a great 8 weeks with all of you, so I just want to thank you for that. Everything I've learned from all of you. I've only been at my county for 8 weeks, so I'm very grateful to everyone who taught me everything I know. So thank you to the teachers. Yep. Thank you to the professors and especially our combat trainers and our legal teacher. They were all great. And to close, I'd like to read Romans 13, 1 through 7. And hopefully this is convicting to everybody in law enforcement. Let every person be subject to the governing authorities, for there is no authority except from God, and those that exist have been instituted by God. Therefore, whoever resists the authorities resists what God has appointed, and those who resist will incur judgment. For rulers are not a terror to good conduct, but to bad. Would you have no fear of the one who is in authority? Then do what is good, and you will receive his approval, for he is God's servant for your good. But if you do wrong, be afraid, for he does not bear the sword in vain. Therefore, one must be in subjugation, not only to avoid God's wrath, but also for the sake of conscience. For because of this, you also pay taxes, for the authorities are ministers of God, attending to this very thing. Pay to all what is owed to them, taxes to whom taxes are owed, revenue to whom revenue is owed, respect to whom respect is owed, and honor to whom honor is owed. Thank you.
I want to thank Cadet Scutt. That was beautiful. Thank you. So I have one last duty to perform for Cadet Class 26-28, and that is to dismiss them. So with that, class on your feet. Class, attention! 26-28, sir! Cadet Class 26-28, it is my honor to announce that you have graduated from the Basic Correctional Officer Academy. Good luck and Godspeed. You are dismissed.